and it was a very gimped down version of a RPG shop. It didn't have the self-creating aspect that this one has. This one, like, it creates the shop's menu around what you have in your inventory. Like, if I didn't have this shield right here, it wouldn't have made it. It would have just left it out. Um, but the other one, it just put every single item you could sell on that, like, you could ever possibly sell in the menu. And if you didn't have the item and you tried to select it, it's like, hey, you need the item before you can sell it. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, it kind of worked, but it was just not favorable. It wasn't the best option. So it took a lot of work to do this, about 6 months on and off, scripting this thing and reworking it and debugging it. It's a very beast of a script, and I know one dude said that he wanted a script like this, and I mentioned I was making one, and this is it. But and I said I might be able to help him after I'm finished with this, but I gotta say I'm very hesitant to help anybody set this up. Not because I want it all for myself. I don't care what you guys use at all, but I wouldn't want to set up my script for you just because this script is so specific with its setup. It's like there's just tons of things that you need to have, and I would have to change a lot of stuff for you to make it work with somebody else's game, and I don't even think I could ever explain it to somebody well enough to the point where they could do it themselves. It's a very long process, long complicated process. So uh, I'm sorry if you. I think Joe was actually planning to make a shop similar to this, but use the mouse instead of a cursor. I don't know if he's still doing that, but that's what I heard. This item right here that I'm pointing at, this star thing, uh, it it's actually three items you can find. And if you've ever played like Resident Evil 4, very similar to that, where you find an item, and if you find different items but they go together, it can create an item that's worth more than all those three individually. So, like I think each individual piece of this is you can sell them for like 150 a piece, or you can combine them all and sell them for 600. So that's much better. Uh, so like here, let's sell that. The gilded chassis. I I expanded my vocabulary through thesaurus.com. I think this started out as gold star, pretty basic, and yeah, thesauruses, man, they're very useful. So yeah, 600, that's pretty good. So I'll go ahead and sell them it. I don't know what I would ever do with it, so I'd sell it. So let's give it to him. He seems pretty stoked about his gilded chassis there. Who wouldn't be? So yeah, it took away the item from the script, so now it can fit all on one page because now I have 14 items, and then so it can fit all 14 on one page plus the exit. Um, yeah, that's the main thing I've been working on. Pretty exhausting. It's not 100% done. Really, what's left is setting up string values and stuff like that. Every item needs two strings. It needs a string for when you first click on it. He's like, oh, what's this? I'll give you X amount of rupees or whatever you want to call them for that, because like that's just what it's worth. So, and then it'll take you to a yes or no option. If you click yes, then it's every single one has to have another or unique string for it, because each one has specific string codes, and like I don't handle how much money you take away and what item gets taken away or given to you in the script. I handle it with the string codes. There's string codes to handle that behavior specifically, so I thought I'd just do that. Might have been a mistake, because I think if I scripted that, it would have been a lot faster, and I could have used like just one basic string for every like just thank you so much for purchasing that, and it would handle what to give in the script, and I wouldn't have to write out 500 strings for this one shop. That's an exaggeration, but whatever. So here we go. If you leave the shop and do a transaction, this happens. He's giving you the money, or you're giving him the money, whatever way you want to perceive it, and he's all happy. He's jumping up and down. Thank you so much for your business. If you walk away, then the string disappears. It's minor scripting adjustment to the way the system handles everything. So that's the shop script. If you have any questions on that, please ask me. Here we got the disco, and that is where these vinyl records come in. Vinyl records, what could those be for, you know? We go in here, and it's a light-hearted side quest, you know, something that I I just like the idea of it. I think it's a very I just like the concept. That's why I'm kind of doing it. You find these vinyl records all throughout the game, and if you go to this dude without any records, he's like, "Hey, you know, we lost our records. Can you help us find some little plot device to help you get initiated into the side quest?" Little game design lesson for you guys there. I'm just kidding with you. So I found a record, and if you have multiple records and you talk to him, it'll come up with a list, and you can choose which one you want to play from the list. But right now I just have one, so if you give it to him, he's like, "Hey, thanks for the record, man. Let's jam. Let's do it, man." And here we go. The disco bar is suddenly in full swing. What do you know? Everybody's dancing. Everybody's having a good time. You know, just rocking it out. What you gonna do Friday night? You know, working all week. Kids bothering you at home, man. Let's just go to the disco. Good thing you're here to provide all the records. You know, I mean, it's just something kind of stupid. It's not stupid. It's awesome. What am I saying? You go here. I was thinking of adding a mini game to kind of, I don't know, like a dance mini game. I was thinking DDR, you know, kind of basic, but just thinking about trying to script that really turns me off to the whole idea. Because I mean, you could do it. I know you could do it, but I don't necessarily feel like starting another huge scripting project. I've already have two devoted to working on in this game. This one and the shop. This one's not nearly as hard as the shop, but it can get kind of complicated. So whole process of it, not just the script, getting the graphics and stuff like that. I made the floors. That's about the extent